Hello, Bad Terry Productions here with another figure review. This time I have the Dungeons & Dragons icon, Gargantuan Black Dragon. This thing is just huge. It is enormous. Well, gargantuan as they say. It's very, very high detail statue here for the Dungeons & Dragons game. We got a nice square base here. And just to give you some size comparison, this is a normal Dungeons & Dragons player character, my assassin right there. I also have my Shadow Dancer and my Cutthroat, and if you compare all three of these, they are just dwarfed by this gargantuan dragon. This party would easily have been wiped out by this just huge dragon beast. Just gives you a size variance right there. It is a very, very highly detailed statue. I love the skull feature here on his face. It's very skull-like, very evil. The black dragons are not a very nice dragon to hang around. It comes here with this book here, the little strategy guide. It tells you about the black dragon, little scenarios and things like that. According to this, the black dragon is an ill-tempered master of the swamp and watery caverns. It erupts from dark pools, breathing its deadly stream of acid that dissolves metal, stone, flesh, or bone with terrible ease. Wow, so that thing is nasty. So here's the map it comes with, and it is very watery, swamp-like. Here's the pools that they're talking about that can erupt from. Here's another one right there. And this square here matches the base here, so when you're having a scenario, you have them pop up from there to go back underwater and maybe pop up from another one of these squares and from there to there, and just kind of like take shots at your characters, you're DMing and everything like that. It also comes with a little card here that gives you a quick reference guide to his abilities and tactics, and it's a pretty cool little thing right here. Here's a little back about it. But yeah, this really cool. He has lots of abilities, shoots out acid, does tons of damage to your little assassin here. Probably could swallow him whole. I'm sure that's one of his abilities, and spit him out. So the statue itself is, like I said, very large. He has these enormous bat-like wings. Like I said, the amount of detail on this thing is just really good. You got the paint job is great. You got this horns coming down to his little tip with the black paint there. You can see his red eyes right there. Along his neck, put him back a little bit. His neck, he has this webbing that spikes up and has like white paint on the tips of these. The wings themselves are not painted as well as the full body is. So if you look at the back here, the body has kind of almost like a glossy shine to it, and you can actually see the detail of the sculpt. Has little scales that stack up on top of each other. This is really cool. Lots of tiny little individual scales here, which is again really highly detailed. The only problem I have with this is these scales, if you leave this on your bookshelf like I did, they start to pick up dust, and they're very hard to get the dust out of it. I still haven't got all the dust out of the wings here. If you look at the wings themselves, they have even have like a veining and ribbing on them, like right here. Here's his bones from his hands that have the wings on them, very bat-like. The only thing I don't like though is I think this wing originally was a little bit higher maybe, and it kind of like wilted down a little bit, which is It's just the consequence of the material they use. The wings feel a little bit flimsy too, a little rubbery, while the main sculpt here it feels very solid, very well made plastic. Again, this thing was just so much detail put into this thing. I don't know if you can see he actually has a tongue here sticking out of his mouth, right there. See it? Cool. Let me see if you can see it. There you go. You can see it sticking out of his mouth. The tail, it has kind of like a little spike tip right there, which you use against your player characters. This thing is just so cool, on so many different levels, and unfortunately they don't make this thing anymore. I actually bought it off of eBay and paid a pretty decent price, and the price of these seem to be going up as they become more and more collectible. They come with a really good box. Unfortunately, this one I bought didn't come with a box, but at least it came with the card and the scenario guide and the map, which some of them don't even come with that. They made several of these dragons. They made a black, a blue, a white, and a colossal red, which is just enormous. The thing's like triple the size of this. And it costs a lot. I seen them on eBay for like $300, so maybe when I get more money I could put some money down on that. But you like Dungeons and Dragons and you want a really cool item here, it's very unique, I would definitely recommend buying this. I like the black one the best from what I've seen. The red one is really cool, but that one again is getting rare and it's very, expect to spend like about $200 for it. This makes a very good bookshelf item just to have in your room, a little statue. And is really, really cool. I have this one and the blue one, and that blue one actually had the box, and I'll have another review on that later. But yeah, just definitely, if you see it out there, you want it, I would say buy it. If you like Dungeons and Dragons, and you want a really cool scenario to put your guys through, and definitely come up this thing at higher levels. But again, look at your player characters right here compared to the dragon, and the dragon just rips them up shreds. So have a very good, well done party with some epic level people, I'm sure. Actually, this thing is, according to the card, I believe level 15. Yes, save level 15. So it has an AC of 26 and an HP of 600. So give you an idea of what kind of characters would have to go up against this. I believe it's made for the 3.5 edition, but I'm sure it works for all the other editions. Of course, the newer editions all use tokens now instead of figures, which sucks, but at least they're cheaper. I love Dungeons & Dragons. I love this thing. I haven't been able to actually fight this thing because my guys never make it that high, but maybe to make it the DM to make a scenario for me. But yeah, this thing is just so cool, just very, very highly detailed. I would definitely say, if you want it, go to eBay and buy it while you still can. It's just a really cool item. I mean, they don't make them like this anymore, for sure. And just the level of detail, and just it looks so evil and just awesome. So I hope you got an idea of the dragon here and how awesome it is. Again, and just go up there and just take a look at it yourself online. And I'll have some more figure reviews. The blue dragon's coming pretty soon. I would say the category of this, like the sculpt work, is like a 10. The quality is probably a 9 because the wings aren't so great, but everything else is just extremely high quality, an awesome display item to have. So I'll see you guys next time. This is the Gargantuan Black Dragon from Dungeons & Dragons Icons. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll have another video coming soon. Thanks.